Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is my review for episode 4 of Interview with the Vampire. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying it. Hopefully, you guys check out our spoiler-free series review of it. This is kind of like another intermission. I did one for episode 3 because I feel like episode 1 and 2, like episode's already out already, so it doesn't make no point. Anyway, episode 4, based off of the last episode, we know that Claudia has come into the mix. This is Kirsten Dunst's Oscar-nominated role, and so it's a lot of shoes to fill for this 14-year-old Claudia. Now, I think the actress that they casted, I think she's about 19 or she's either 19 or in her early 20s, but they definitely, one thing I was concerned about was whether or not she was going to come across as very young. And I think that physically, there's times where she can look either one, but I think that she nails the role of a 14-year-old aged up in the circumstance that she's in. The episode starts off with the interviewer not talking to Louie, but instead going through Claudia's diaries. And it's kind of like Louie needed a brief moment by himself. It's just fascinating, the decor of where he placed all the different diaries at. And then also the servant, he found out that he was playing and he's possibly Muslim, but he doesn't know, is this guy a vampire? Is he working with vampires? Like, what's going on with that? You just don't really know. Either way, the interesting thing is when he starts to read it, it starts from a very innocent place. Like, she's describing Louie as an angel that saved her, and Lestat is somebody that, was a white angel that saved her. And then all of a sudden it changes. And from that point, as her self-discovery unfolds, I think one of the things I'll say that makes this episode really good is that it's based off of this young lady's narration. Like, her narration going from when we first see her to where she's at, it is, when you really think about it, especially when you get to the very last line of dialogue that she has, it is just heartbreaking. Like, it's kind of like, you have somebody that, that's one of the things about Kirsten Dunst's performance, that is when she has this outburst with them about what she needs, what she wants to love. She just want to feel like she's stuck in this. And they've just hit the tip of the iceberg with this episode. Like, I don't know what the 5th episode going to unfold, because this is going to get dangerous. This is going to get volatile. And a part of it is, the toxicity of their relationship is basically being inherited by her. Like, she's subjugated to living out all their faults because they've not dealt with them, and they're using each other to be okay. And I think that the interviewer put it, it's like, yeah, she's a band-aid for a toxic relationship or a toxic marriage. And it's absolutely, unfortunately, true, because with her, they put her in a position where she now not only cannot accept who she is, but she doesn't know what's left, right, or up. And now, what does that mean when she's got no place to go? She has nowhere else emotionally or mentally to turn. And yeah, the actress nails it. Shout out to the actor playing the role of Louie, because it's hard. It's hard because he doesn't know, as a parent, how he's supposed to navigate it. But the sad thing is that Louie taught her about, the idea of love. And Lestat taught her the idea of not just the kill, but sensuality and expressing to connect with stuff. When really he knows full and well that's a setup. Because he knows that if she goes and indulges in those things, eventually she's going to want to be tied to those things. And instead of walking her through that, he wanted her to feel the backlash of what her repercussions of her actions are going to be. I think he knew full well what he was doing. Lestat as a whole, I think that is going to be very interesting when that goes all downhill. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I definitely know it's going to happen, and it's going to be heartbreaking. Either way, definitely another really good episode. The actress that played the role of Claudia, she's like a great addition to the cast, and she definitely did, Kirsten Dunst's performance in the original one, great service. And I'm just curious to see where this goes, if it goes down to the same levels as the other one did. So we'll see. I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.